Greetings and welcome to a Prayerful Pause. I'm Nancy Woodworth-Hill and amongst other things, a spiritual director. Today we will look at a practice called generous listening. When we are engaged in a conversation, it's most often the case that we listen in order to respond, or in some cases, to react. This means that our attention is split between what we're hearing and understanding and reading off of another person and our own formulation of an immediate response. There is another way to listen. It goes by various names: generous listening, deep listening, contemplative listening. It's a way of listening or hearing another person without immediately judging, trying to control, or formulate a response. This way of listening requires a mind which may best be described as mindful or contemplative, having characteristics of being open, alert, attentive, receptive, curious. It requires we relinquish the need to project our opinion and to defend our agenda. This way of listening encourages openness to the humanity and the life experiences of the other, and a willingness to be surprised, take in ambiguity. It often shifts the conversation from providing answers to asking better questions. It's an intimate undertaking to listen for another's truth, which has the potential to increase the listener's vulnerability as the need for control is relinquished. This way of listening, though, may be cultivated with practice. It will also increase the retention of the content of the conversation. It's important to clarify the notions of judgment and discernment. Too often, in difficult conversations, judgment stems from our preconceptions, our judging, and often contains our unknown, unredeemed projections. Discernment, however, is different, as well as necessary. When engaged in generous listening, we are often led to wiser discernment. And with clarifying questions, we are better able to both respond and to work towards any decisions that are needed. So to begin the practice, one needs to prepare and be aware of which conversations would benefit from being engaged with a generous listening. Once these conversations have been identified, it may be helpful to engage in a small centering practice first, something like taking 3 deep breaths and just being aware of the air coming in and out, or imagining oneself held in the divine light, or literally physically centering, moving one's body gently, slightly back and forth to center, find that center. Now that one has done that, remind yourself to be mindful, ready to listen generously, with curiosity. You can ask questions to give you better understanding or clarify what you're hearing. It may be helpful to tell the person that you'd like to put into your own words what you're hearing and to check with them on the accuracy. Am I understanding you properly? And as much as possible, let go of the desire to be in control. Note that this does not mean that you are agreeing with a person. You're just listening to them deeply. So the practice itself, listen deeply. And even though your own thoughts and ideas and voices will come up, you can witness them and then try to just set them aside. It is crucial to maintain a focused attention on what you are hearing. The key is to set aside the habit of listening to respond. Above all, this practice is about being attentive rather than reactive in your listening. If this video has been helpful to you, please consider sharing it. Go in peace.